Kitkatscanread. Hello everybody, my name is Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a book review on The New Witch by V.E. Schwab. This is V.E. Schwab's first ever published book. This actual cover and edition is the newly released cover. This is a book that I purchased myself. I did a buddy read along with this book, and yeah, I'm here to talk about this book with you today. So this is a story about a girl called Lexi, and there's always been this story about this witch called the New Witch, and all of a sudden kids start disappearing, and therefore the witches are blamed. And this mysterious guy suddenly appears, so he is then blamed, and Lexi is just trying to befriend the stranger and get the truth, whether it is actually him or whether it's somebody else. So it's kind of like a mysterious, almost like a childhood rumour story that could be real, could be not real, and investigating that. The atmosphere of this book was definitely there. It does have a sort of spooky, sort of misty atmosphere to this book. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And yeah, really sort of liked going along with Lexi, trying to figure out what was going on, who was doing it and everything. And yeah, it was really enjoyable. The boy stranger character, was intrigued about knowing him, even though we don't really get to know him too much, sort of thing. But it's nice to sort of get to know somebody who is sort of put against the guilty post when they say all the evidence is against them. However, where's your proof, sort of thing. So it's kind of like an investigation like that. Yeah, I mean, the writing was quite easy to follow in this book for Victoria Schwab. I've attempted other books by her before, and they're very different. So for our first book, I actually quite liked this book. I liked how it was written, and yeah, it was quite an interesting story. So in the end with this book, I did give it 4.5 out of 5 Kit Kats. The reason that I didn't fully rate it a 5-star was just because of there was one little minor thing that sort of irritated me, I think, and that was just, I feel like it would have been so much better if there was a big twist. Throughout reading it, I was like, oh my goodness, what if this happens, you get the vibe that something's going to happen like this. And then when it didn't happen, I just felt like the ending was just too soft. And I was like, you know what, I like a good twist. With a story like this, I really like a good twist. Somebody being related to somebody, possibly, or the culprit being somebody who you wouldn't expect, so it was a little bit predictable in that sense, I suppose you could say, and a very soft ending. So it's just the whole last little bit of the book, I just wish there was a bit more twists and turns, and then I'd feel so much more satisfied. But it's still a really good story. I just feel like it was just a bit of a soft ending. So I definitely recommend you give V.E. Schwab's book a try, because it's great to always see people's beginning works, their debut novels and stuff, and I'm glad that I gave it a read. I probably won't pick this book up again as a reread. This was just a nice sort of experience. I think if I did pick it up again, I'd get it as an ebook, just to save space, sort of thing. But I still recommend people to give it a try, though. It's just not really, I don't tend to keep books unless they're favourites of mine. This book also contains the novella The Ashbourne Boy, which I also read, and I will definitely say now that the novella should be in this book as flashbacks, because it's one of those novellas where you think it's absolutely pointless to have it as a novella, and it would have been so much better if it was infused with the actual story as flashbacks, because it was just what is the point of this story? Some of the points are interesting, but the rest is just a load of crap. So I was just you know what, it would have been so much better if it was actually just in the whole story as flashbacks. There's no need to have novellas sometimes. They're always hit and miss for me anyway. So yeah, this edition of the book does contain the novella. But I'm glad that I gave it a read anyway, because yeah, I managed to finish the whole book. But yeah, 4.5 stars. 4.5 Kit Kats. It's still really, really good, and I still recommend it. It definitely is very, very atmospheric, and it's Victoria Schwab's book, so you know, give it a try if you haven't managed to yet. But this is my non-spoiler review of this book. If there's anything else that you'd like to know about this book that I haven't spoken about, just let me know down below in the comments. If you have read it, also speak about it down below as well. And if you've got it on your shelves and you'd like to give it a read, obviously I do implore absolutely anybody to give this a read. Remember, this is just my opinion of the book and how I found it. Some people might love it, some people might hate it. I always just say give the book a try if you feel like it's something that you would like to read and give it a chance and sort of thing. So that's it for this review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. It's raining here, so it's not so much of a fantastic day, but we're still trying to be positive no matter what. All of my social media links, as always, are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. I've got Twitter, Goodreads, Instagram, my wish list, my personal blog. It's all there for you to follow, including any book clubs that I'm in and readathons that I'm in, like #yearathon, Read Like a Kit Kat, my actual like monthly group book. All of that information is down there as well. Yeah, it's all down there for you to follow. So keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy, and most importantly, stay safe. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!